other female is about 150 feet behind her. She's going to sit and be patient, motionless. Scent and sight will be the two senses that the prey species, whatever it is, and it probably still is those Nyala, will be using. And sense of hearing, but those line just move silently. The other female's coming up behind. I'll tell you what the other female's doing. She's moving at a similar sort of stance, or similar gait, sorry, as the other. Those Nyala probably didn't see them perfectly, and now she's looked away. Maybe they have gone. Maybe she has got them out of sight now, or they've run off. I can't actually see from where I am. The vegetation is too thick, but all I can see is this magnificent female who seems to have lost interest a little bit in that, just by her posture and positioning and head turning, still trying to pick up scent. And now, with that mouth open, turns around and will go back into the shade and lie down with her hunting partner. She's just going to lie down there, so we might just drive up a little bit closer. We have to stay on this road, but it's still a beautiful view from where we are. Okay, here on Safari Live, it's just the sort of thing that this is all about. It's being in the moment, right here, right now. What you're watching, we're watching. And these two Lioness just had a bit of a try. The first one was potentially going to be the one that occurred and was more fruitful than this one. But they both definitely are hungry. Wow, how beautiful was that? What did you think of that, Chase?
I absolutely loved that. That's so exciting.
Yeah, pretty nice. So it's a little bit trickier for two females. They normally, 3 individuals makes life a lot easier. You'll get either 2 lying in ambush position and 1 skirting around and flanking or pushing individuals into like a cul-de-sac or into a dead end or into a vegetative area that the animals end up running through onto the other 2 waiting lines. So unsuspecting prey walk into an ambush really. But with 2 of them, it's a little bit tougher to work with. They will have success. They've just got to work a little bit harder, and they're obviously gotten to this age, so they've been doing a bit of hunting by themselves already, that's for sure. They're not youngsters. Well, when I say not youngsters, they're probably, as we said, about 3 to 5 years old, but in magnificent condition. And this is what we were talking about before now. now they're going into that facial sort of appearance where the heat is getting to them, starting to close their eyes. They'll probably just roll over flat in a minute or two and lie down. And then just sit, lie and wait. They've got superb hearing. So if they get into a nice position, they might not stay in this position all morning. They might move into a little bit more of a tucked up position under some vegetation and use A, the shade for to their benefit, and B, the little bit of cover to just sort of camouflage them for any unsuspecting prey walking on top. And then, if the opportunity arises, they will launch themselves into hunting mode and take down something. So the great thing for us is that we've got 45 minutes to go, and we know where they are. They're not on our reserves at the moment. We're just on a common road at the moment, so we're watching from this side. But if they were to come onto one of our reserves that we do drive on, we can follow up this afternoon. A little bit of scenting, picking up scent. So what we've sort of seen with the males, the Birmingham boys, is that males only really hunt for themselves when there's no sort of no free meal, I suppose you could call it. They will participate in hunts, definitely participate in hunts in prides when the prey is big, like giraffe or buffalo. They are sometimes the linchpin or the final blow that will just take that animal over if the lioness are struggling for size. When you've got a male lion that's sort of 200 kilograms plus, not always, but they get up to over 200 kilograms, which is sort of over 400 pound. The males will launch themselves in there and be the final blow, and then they do get first crack at the spoils of that hunt, and then the females normally will be next in line, and then the cubs after that will pick up what's left over. But the male lions really only do sort of proper hunting when there's no sort of free meal around from the lioness, or they may be stealing from a hunt from hyena or something like that. But what you just saw then, and what we experienced together, folks, was absolutely magnificent lion physiology and hunting behavior. It was just beautiful to watch, and the way that it unfolded, and the perfect design of these magnificent creatures, these apex predators. I've just got a question coming through, so I'll just please stand by. Okay, Control, what's the question? We just got a very good question from Mary in Nashville, in the US. Thank you so much, Mary. A really great question. Welcome aboard to you. Mary just wanted to know what would happen if the Birmingham males, the 5 males that we've seen successfully hunt 3 times in the last sort of week, what would happen if they turned up? Well, it's a bit of a messy sort of, well, who knows? It could be very amicable. The females would be, she's just gone flat down, and the other one will probably go down very, very quickly. The heat's getting to them now. The Birmingham males may already know these 2 females. They may, if these females belong to another pride, the Birmingham males may be a little bit hesitant. These females also could having an engagement with the Birmingham males that might not be too pretty to watch, but at the end of the day, they come to their senses very, very quickly that they could not overpower those 5 boys, and would probably submit just to some really nice sort of social behaviour over time, and then that might be the beginning of a pride. Who knows? But it's very, very hard to say what the behaviour would be like. They might take off. They might just run for the best that they possibly can do. They might just scoot through the bush and just get out of the way. And then the Birmingham males may pursue them. The Birmingham males, depending on how they were feeling and how much food they'd had, may just fall asleep and digest, and maybe a couple of breakaways might take off and look for them. There's so many different things that could happen, Mary, and it just depends. But wow, wouldn't it be interesting to see? And yes, goodness me, we can always cross our fingers that there was interaction like that, because that's very, very interesting to watch. Interpreting is difficult, but you would definitely see some very, very interesting behaviour. Great question, Mary. Thank you very much. By an angle here, I've put Jason on. So we're just going to adjust that up for you. That's good. That's nice. And then we might just go in a little bit tighter on them just to see. That's lovely. So these 2 females, if you've just joined us, just to recap a little bit, we've been with them for quite some time now. Scott got onto them this morning, and God, I wish he was here. I really do. It pains me to have to come and take over a sighting sometimes, but just that signal, folks, we can't explain it sometimes. The signal, we've got this incredible technology and some amazing brains the size of Texas working on this, but occasionally you'll get a little hiccup with a signal from our transmitters and our repeaters one morning that can just give us a little bit of grief. And it pains me to have to take this over from Scott. But we want to bring the pictures to you, obviously, and I know Scott would definitely be behind that. He's 100%. But Scott's just madly in love with cats as well, and this is really for him, this footage. I really want to send this out to him just as much as everyone that's watching. Scott is so knowledgeable about big cats, and he loves Lion to bits. So this is really going out there for him too. You can see this female, she's really smelling the air, and she's got the wind in her favour, as we said, picking up scent. Now these 2 females, if buffalo came upon, they would probably have a bit of a hard time to protect themselves. The 5 males that we saw the other night, in that incredible exchange of power and confidence and courage to stick by that kill that they made and not be afraid of that huge herd of buffalo that took them on. It was quite astounding to watch, but these 2 females would really struggle with that. They probably wouldn't have the experience or the power behind them or the numbers behind them to push off a buffalo herd or definitely the mother. It's all about experience, it's all about courage, it's all about commitment. And if a lion charges at a buffalo, I mean, we've seen loads and loads of footage around Africa, everyone. I'm sure you've watched many a documentary about this, but generally speaking, these 2 females will probably be going for smaller things like nyala, kudu, maybe zebra, wildebeest definitely, and impala, warthog. And you know what? If times get really tough, they'll start to go for smaller things as well. I've even even seen them eating lizards, trying tortoise.